Well, hey, start your pitch for 2024 right now and go ahead to pick up the victory over Yano and Ishii. That has to be the thought process for Nakashima and Leube. Now, typically in all these other preliminary tag team matches before we head into our actual block competition, you will see one team in a tournament taking on another team in the tournament who they would typically face off against on the next night. However, the men that Chaos will be facing off against coming up on night 11, that's December 3rd here, are currently competing at Pro Wrestling Noah's The Best 2023 event in Yokohama. It's Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa. We're competing alongside El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. in a 6-man tag team matchup against Saxon Huxley, Shuhei Taniguchi, and Timothy Thatcher. Of course, that matchup has not happened as of yet. You can stay tuned to Pro Wrestling Noah's social media to see the results of that one, but the result very well could influence the mindset of Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa, who head into their Night 11 matchup against Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano. 6 points on the board for Ishii and Yano, 4 points on the board for Kiyomiya and Oiwa. It's going to be a test of a matchup for Kiyomiya and Oiwa, just as this matchup is for Nakashima and Leube. And these shots proving ineffective for Tomohiro Ishii. The 5th ever World Tag League for Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii as a team, and they have never won together nor separately. Ishii is partnered with the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura, Masato Tanaka, Hiroki Goto, and YOSHI-HASHI, and HENARE does not want to go down, and even if he goes down, you're not going to be able to keep him there for long. Certainly not for the 3 or the submission that it would require for a victory. But hey, maybe Bishop and Toa are going to teach us otherwise. Planting center of the ring, creating just enough distance. Toa bottom. Looking to take things to the top. Here we go. And Newman up and rocketing directly into Bishop Khan. It's always impressive the way that young Callum Newman is capable of moving, just 21 years of age. The reason they call this man the Prince of Pace, he's not going to kick you, he's going to kick right through you, he's going to strike through you. It's like a shotgun, going to leave a hole, center of the chest, center of the ring, kick out there from Kaun. Callum Newman has been on a mission to prove that he belongs here in United Empire after many have had their doubts, after he has heard the naysayers across the social spheres. Newman has that double chicken wing, not gonna happen. Here we go. Elbow strike sends Newman down. Once again, it is a 20-minute time limit in this matchup. Prince of Pace caught off and caught down by Toa Leona. You can run as fast as you can, but when you run right into a brick wall, how well is that gonna work out for you? Will we see it fall from heaven? Maybe, no. This is what both Leona and HENARE were.
Hey, who's got a lighter for me? Who's got a lighter? Anybody right? Hey, let's smooth this up, baby. It's Osaka. Just the one? Osaka. I just got one. Who's got a lighter for me?
I heard Gabe Kidd asking for a lighter.
Forget? This way? Oh, this way. This way or this way? This way, right? This way. You get it this way. Come on. Come on. This way. You're this way. This way. Okay.
Yeah, and you can always imagine this. It's Bullet Club that will do what Bullet Club's gonna do. The reality is that everyone wants to be the one to represent their respective unit as the team, as the trio, as whatever that is going to bring us to a higher standing. It's War Dogs, 6 points It is House of Torture, 4 points on the board. That's Gabe Kidd and Alex Coughlin and Yujiro, Takahashi, and Evil. There's one fall to a finish, 20-minute time limit. Folks, if you like your House of Torture shenanigans, then you should, I imagine, definitely enjoy this matchup because you're going to be getting it twofer. Ishimori, man, he's been impressive ever since his return from injury. Had that matchup against Hiromu Takahashi for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship back at Power Struggle on November 4th. That actually happened here live in Osaka. The Osaka faithful still remember it, and it will go down as quite an exciting one. However, it is all about World Tag League, and Yoshinobu, Kanemaru, and Sho, they've already competed in Super Junior Tag League. They got this close. You can't see my fingers, but they're very close together when it comes to making it all the way till the end. However, they were not capable of doing so. Meanwhile, we have Gabe Kidd in the ring from someone looking to win Super Junior Tag League. It's in now for Ren Narita. Pump kick is going to look to take Nichols down, whip into the corner. And there you go. Try and keep Kosei Fujita off the apron. Play as much King of the Mountain as possible. Hard thing to do, though, with Shane Haste behind you, as it is now Hasted Nichols. We talked about expertise playing in as a factor. Former champion here in Ren Narita, though, in the tag division. Never openweight six-man tag champion. And Ren Narita special, up and down, cover, kick out. Kick out at a cool 2. And Narita's special number 4 was not enough to put the man away. So he says, all right, we're going to try and change momentum here a little bit. But how does that momentum shift? We might be seeing it right now. Double ankle lock into the cloverleaf. Narita's special number 3. Here we go. It is Ren Narita who has that cloverleaf locked in. And the Narita special number 3 is not going to seal the deal for Umino, Narita, and Wato just yet. However, that could change in an instant. Sleeper hold, just like the man that he won the 6-man tag team championship alongside, that being Minoru Suzuki. Watch out for Narita, watch out for Narita. And haste in, roundhouse kick right to the back. That's not gonna do much good for Ren Narita, alone in the ring with Hasted Nichols. Not a place you want to be. And here we go. German suplex right on the back of the neck. Could have been bad news for ELP as now the tag made. Here comes Bad Luck Fale. Fale, no stranger to World Tag League competition, and no stranger to Hikuleo as well. They share nationality, they share culture, but do they share the same drive? You know for a fact they do not share the same methodations, the same morals. There was a time where these two men were on the same page. Hikuleo has grown and changed over the years, and it's the same old Bad Luck Fale that we've seen. Some might argue that's the reason that Bad Luck Fale has had the lack of success that he has so far in this tournament, and even previously in other World Tag Leagues. Keep in mind, this is the 15th World Tag League overall for Bad Luck Fale. First one ever with Jack Bonza. Competed in his last 5 without Bonza, rather alongside the crown jewel in Chase Owens. A lot of history here between Hikuleo and Fale. Somebody's gonna go down sometime soon. We're talking 6'10" versus 6'6", and it is gonna go to Hikuleo in the height department. The chop block is gonna lead to the splash cover. Kick out for Hikuleo. Our official is gonna do everything in his power to try and keep things at bay, try and keep things in control. It's a difficult thing to do, though, not only with Bullet Club at ringside, but with Rogue Army in the mix as well. There's a lot of different subgroups in Bullet Club that we've been seeing recently. 2 of them are going to be competing on night 11 against each other in Block A competition. But I happen to feel this is one of the most underrated of those sub-units, if you will, in Rogue Army, in Jack Bonza, in Bad Luck Fale. We've seen it be successful in the past for Soberano. It was our good pal Yuji Nagata, who we'll be seeing later on in Tag League competition, who recently stated that the state of Lucha Libre in general, specifically that of CMLL, we're starting to see a little bit more heavyweight wrestlers, a lot more technical wrestlers, really resulting back to the original days of Lucha Libre. A lot of people want to associate Lucha Libre with just flips and dips and everything in between, but a lot of technicality within the lucha style taught down there in the wonderful country of Mexico. And someone who represents that technical style, learned it from his father, is the likes of Atlantis Jr., who's Atlantis Sr., who recently celebrated 40 years of a professional career, October 28th, Fighting Spirit Unleashed in Las Vegas, Nevada. Saw a very technical style out of Atlantis in that 8-man tag team matchup of Celebration. Atlantis Jr. has had the same thing imposed onto him himself. We're talking Taiji now, 43 years of age, a man who is well familiar with CMLL. We're talking a former champion of Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre as well, and Taiji unleashes strike for strike, combat for combat with Atlantis Jr. center of the ring. Here we go, off the ropes and caught down is Atlantis Jr. to Taiji. And Archer will never admit when he's had enough, even when he has. This is a very difficult position for Archer to be in, but you have to admire that of the 5'10" standing Minoru Suzuki to be able to take down the 6'7" Lance Archer. Sought out the snapmare, not going to happen. Archer now out of the corner, elbow strike. One more, Archer. Could we see the three-peat potentially? There it is. Rocky Romero would be jealous. Watch out. Archer, knee strike cover, 2. You have to commend the team of Archer and Zane to have the win-loss record, which they do. A lack of losses, a slew of victories. They handed Taiji and Yuya Uemura their very first loss. They have been on a roll so far, seeking that blackout, that iconoclasm. Here we are, though. Chokeslam chopped away. Oh. Gonna send your brain into another dimension. These shots from 2 world-class athletes, the likes of All Elite Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling have to offer. Oh, man. The Suzuki still wants to fight, and so does Lance Archer, and that is what is going to keep this matchup propelling forward.
Come on, Suzuki! Give a rest!
Previously, before World Tag League competition, it's Yotasuji now, tags in Zandokan Jr. And off the ropes now. Here we go. Popped up. Kick right to the gut. And meeting in the middle here for Suji and Zandokan Jr. You know that's a place that they like to be. Cover here, and Zandokan, not enough. A lot of respect for Sandokan Jr. coming in for his very first round-robin tournament in his career. So young in that career. We're talking wrestling being in this man's blood, though. A third-generation athlete, son of the legendary Bucanero Jr. A swashbuckling individual was Bucanero Jr. as well, and Sandokan Jr. just the same. It is Sandokan that you're going to have to keep your eyes on in a match like this. Watch out now, YOSHI-HASHI. Oh, YOSHI-HASHI can do nothing because it's YOSHI-HASHI that just put the hurt in on Hiroki Goto. I thought YOSHI-HASHI might be making the save, but he's going to make it happen, was going to let it happen. The cover leads to the kick out. As mentioned previously on this tour, this is the first World Tag League for YOSHI-HASHI and Sandokan Jr. as a team. First ones overall in singularity as well. Meanwhile, we are talking about World Tag League veterans in Bishamon, and that's why it's so shocking to see them in the position which they're in. 5th World Tag League for Bishamon, however, previously winning years of 2021 and 2022. The Lariat is going to lay out YOSHI-HASHI for the time being. Tag made, in comes YOSHI-HASHI, shoulder tackle, takes down YOSHI-HASHI. And YOSHI-HASHI is going to look to keep the attacks coming, any means necessary.